This is my third and final follow-up on my workings with Saint Expeditus for my project, the money for my project. I'm going to call it quits now. I think I had did enough experiment. I wanted to prove two things. One, those experiment, two things I wanted to prove. One, that Saint Expeditus is a saint, and I wanted to see if it's true what people say about him when it came to financial blessings, or making, or any urgent need you have, that he'll hurry up and give it to you. What can I say? Well, that's one thing I want to do. I want to see if it's true what people say about it. However, another reason is because I always work with saints. I've been working with saints for a long time. Different saints, and they all came through for me. Saint Expeditus did come true in some ways. He came true. Since I've been working for my project for the summertime, I need some kind of financial help. I got money, but all the bills I pay, all the things I pay, there's no way I can make money for my extra money for my special project, which is costly. But I must notify everybody to let everybody know that Saint Expeditus did come through in a lot of ways. I've been finding lots of quarters, dimes, nickels every day, and people are giving me coins for some reason. I don't know why. I have no idea why. My family, my friends, they can, you know when they cannot make change. I don't know what happens. I've been printing to Expeditus, Saint Expeditus. Now I'm not a panhandling. I'm not a homeless person. I'm a person with money. I got money and everything. But since I've been praying for Saint Expeditus, coins has become my way. Now bills have become my way. Bills, ones, fives, tens, come my way. So, but I'm calling it quits, because I already proved the point. I already proved my point that the saint does work. Also, for some apparent reason, when I get phone calls, people call me to offer me jobs I never before applied for. Good jobs too. I ask my family, I ask my friends, and people I know, did you sign me up for a job, or look, or try to find a job for me? Because people are calling me. I said, anybody touch me? No. So how did that got to happen? It's a mystery. Because at the time, I really don't need a job. I didn't Expeditus for a job. I asked for money for my project. I thought Expeditus was only giving me money up front. You know, the whole cash, not coins and dollars and bills, little by little. But that's how he works. So everybody who worked with Expeditus, who got promotions in their jobs, people who look for jobs and found it, I think that's the MO, the modus operandi of the mode of operation of the saint. So the saint works the same for everybody. It finds jobs, it gets promotions, it gets coins and dollar bills, and it comes true. But so I must admit that he came through in his own little way. Not the way I wanted him to come through. Not the way I wanted him to come through. But he did. So yes, this saint does work. Number two, this saint is a saint. So I work with saints. So I didn't do anything wrong in that case. So I did my work with the saints. So I got what I wanted. That's number two. Number three, I can no longer work with the saint. I've already proved my point. And I also verify the validity of the people's report on the saints actually helping them with the financial need that they need. I must confess they were right about that. But number three, I cannot work with the saint anymore because this saint is connected with hoodoo, and hoodoo is not a Christian thing. So I try to connect myself with saints that I know that will help. The next saint I want to work with is Saint Francis of Assisi. Again, I worked with him before, and he came through for me. So this is my last and final. I want to dismantle this altar and start working with Saint Francis. I worked with Saint Francis in the past, and he came through for me. I work with Saint Francis with animals for telepathy between me and the animals, and it worked. And since that, I've been doing lots of work with telepathy in the past. One thing about me, and I want to start recording some more on telepathy. I want to start working with family members again, because many years ago I worked with telepathy, and I made a lot of strong breakthroughs through it. I was working with telepathy during a time when with the American government and the Russian government were working with psychics, and everybody was and everything was around me was everybody around me was talking about psychics and talking about telepathy and talking about the paranormal. So I started working with the telepathy. Now, telepathy is not evil. It's not the work of a devil. I discovered through a lot of testing that not everything that people call psychic is of the devil. Not everything that people call, not every power that people have, like psychometry or telepathy or precognitive powers, are evil. It's a gift that we have inside us that we can harness. I found this out many, many years afterwards. If you go to my videos, you see that I was afraid. I was wet behind the ears. I thought that I was going away from my Christianity by going to the psychic field. But now I discovered in many years that some things that are considered psychics is not really psychic or the devil's work. It's powers you have inside us. St. Francis once gave me telepathy when I prayed for it. And after that, I started to work with telepathy. I made a lot of breakthroughs. My sister Kathy will verify this, because a couple months ago, I and Kathy did an experiment on telepathy, and it worked. So there's many ways you can use telepathy. Now, so I'm going to start to record again my telepathic work video. Why? Because I'm the owl. I'm the owl. And I do spiritual things. I do things that people usually don't do. Some people do, not all people. Kathy will let you know, my sister Kathy will let you know that I took many years to discover which method of telepathy works the best. And I discovered one. And I'm going to use it. Whether I will divulge this to you people out there, I don't know. But I'll see. I'll keep you informed in my videos. Just like I did with this saint. This is the last time you see the saint on my altar. I want to go downstairs on my prayer table. I have a little statue of St. Francis inside a glass. I'm going to take them out and put it in this altar and do my work with St. Francis and the animals and people. Telepathy does work. And it's not psychic. It's not evil. Anybody tells you that telepathy is evil, well, that's ignorance at the highest degree. So is psychometry. So is clairvoyance. Some things where people consider the devil is not the devil. Anybody who does that is either a religious fanatic or ignorance at the most. However, some things you don't play with. Some things is negative, is of the devil, and something is anti-Christian. Some things. So this is the last recording I will make of St. Expeditus. He came through in many ways, but not in the specific way I wanted. However, I must let people know that he does work in some cases. If you have a job and we're waiting for a promotion, or you have one job looking for another job, he'll come through in that case. If you're looking for financial help, he'll help you with coins and maybe some dollar bills here. Maybe you'll find a couple of bucks on the ground or somewhere, or in a washing machine or something. That way he does help. He doesn't give you the whole. Well, for example, let's say you want to do a project and you need lots of money. He won't give you the whole thing just like that. It will take time and prayer and this and that to get the whole amount. You have to say it like a piggy bank kind of stuff. That's not me. So let everybody out there who do work with Expeditus, you people who work out there, I must say to you, yes, you're right. He does work, but not the way that I want him to work. So now, I don't gamble. I don't play the lottery. I don't do that, and I never did. And I explained to Saint Expeditus the first time that I worked with him that I don't play lottery. I don't gamble. I don't go to casinos. I don't do anything bad. I'm a good Christian. That if there's any other way I can get the money that I'm looking for my project in a clean way, in a moral way, hey, I'm all for it. But it didn't work that way. So he had to use coins and bills here and there and stuff like that. So this is my last recording. This is the last you're going to see his altar. The last you're going to see his altar, no more after this. No more red candle. See the red candle? Apple spice. This image is going to change. As you remember, this image is, I got a printout of this image. A printout. I got a piece of cardboard, and I just I put some Elmo glue in the back of the on top of the surface of the cardboard. Then I put the printout there. Then I got myself this little plate and picture holder, and just put it there. The picture. I made it do likewise with Saint Francis, but I have a little image of him, a wooden statue, a little plastic statue of the saint. I worked with him before, and I'll explain to you when I work with him. When I started working with him, I explained to you how he helped me with telepathy, and how he helped lots of people find lost animals. People who deal with telepathy between animals and humans, interspecies communication, does work. I did it before. My communication with animals was superb in the old days, very superb. But my ability to communicate with animals were mostly sending than receiving. Receiving from them was much harder. I work with dogs and animals, and I'm going to let you know when I start working with my telepathy, with my family and anybody, and I'll let you know my resource, and you know if you want to do likewise and learn telepathy, watch my videos. It does work. You'll be astounded at what I accomplished. I did a lot of paranormal work in the old days. A lot of it, and I received a lot of how can I say? I got a lot of praises, a lot of glories for it. People actually were amazed that I knew all this about telepathy. I never wrote a book. I never had this YouTube channel before in order to record my findings. But it can be done. I can teach anybody how to do telepathy. It's not hard. It's part of us. It's already inside us. Wickians do it. When I went to get my crystal ball many years ago, I was still in Massachusetts. If you look at my YouTube video under the crystal ball, you'll see that I wrote about going to I purchased the crystal ball at Salem, Massachusetts. And when I was before I went to the store to buy the ball, I was standing by the fountain, a large fountain. I'm sure you know what a fountain is. Everybody who's been to Salem knows that big fountain. And someone used telepathy on me. This woman called my name inside my head and used telepathy on me, the Wiccans. But they thought that I was ignorant, but I wasn't. I knew all about telepathy. I was just amazed that they did it. So a lot of people are using telepathy. Some people are using magic, they're using sorcery for it, but you don't have to do that. That's the natural way to do it, a natural way. And you can also elicit the help. You can also ask the help of a saint for that too. There are lots of saints you can use for that. Saint Francis of Assisi is one of them. Even Magella, Gerard Magella, you can use him. Saint Magella, all these people you can use. But I pray to God and I pray to Jesus. But most of all, I already know. I did it before. Okay? If you watch my videos and you want to use it, hey, go ahead. That's what my videos are for. But don't be surprised when it works. When you actually use it. Okay? You're going to say, hey man, the wise owl 2 is correct. Hey man, it's working. Hey man, it will work. Alright? So don't be amazed. I'm the wise owl 2. I would amaze you in a lot of things that I do. I would amaze you that you wouldn't believe it. Okay? You'll learn things, you'll experience things that you never know before. Okay? Alright. So, this is the last time you're going to see this altar of my dear friend here, Saint Expeditus, or say Expedite. We're finished for now. So I had to give this a thumbs up. This saint, he came through in his own little way, not the way I wanted to, but he came through he came through for me the way he comes through for everybody else. Everybody has the same testimony. That's the way he works. His MO. Okay, I haven't seen anything specific about him that's special. Like I haven't played a lottery, so I don't do that. So I cannot verify that. So so he does work in certain areas. If you need money help, that's good. But I didn't need money help at the time, only for my project. I have money from other sources, to pay the bills and everything. These just for my project, so that's why I can put them away. Why don't I? Why now? You're asking me a question. You probably would ask me, but why are you going to put them away if he's giving you money, coins and bills and everything? Because I have other projects I got to do. These just to verify. I like to work with saints, and I heard so many things about him, about Saint Expedite, about him with the money and everything, and I wanted to prove or disprove it, like a parapsychologist would. Okay, all right. So I see you around, and next time you see me, you probably see me working with Saint Francis of Assisi. But I'll show you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And if you want to do it, you can. But it's not evil to do telepathy. If you don't believe me, then if you're a fanatic and think it's not Christian, then don't do it. But you'll be amazed the power you have inside you. Okay? Okay, well, this is the last time, and goodbye to Saint Expeditus. Nice knowing you, Expeditus, and thank you for your help. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day, everybody.